Next up, we have Naveen Nigam from Google, who is the head of developer relationship for America.
Good to see I need to take a moment. I love this space. This is such a phenomenal space. And all of you, Saturday morning, made it out. Kudos. Good for all of you. My name is Naveen Nigam. I am the head of developer relations for Americas. That means North America, South America. We run a lot of community programs. So Google Developer Groups, Google Developer Experts, Women Tech Makers, Google Developer Student Clubs. And we also have a separate arm for founders and accelerators. In essence, what we're doing at Google and through these community programs is empowering communities, running events for communities by communities. And in order to do that, we need phenomenal and amazing organizers. So a huge round of applause to our amazing organizers. Anna, Ava, Madonna, Shivika. For those wondering, I don't have slides. This is it. You're just going to see my face. It's just me talking. And the reason for that is, usually when I do a lot of talks, I like to make it interactive. And I actually urge folks, like, hey, ask questions if you want. This one time, it's a lot shorter. I just wanted to share a few nuggets, share a little bit about DevFest, share about our communities, share about what you all should be trying to get out of these events. When I say that events like this are run by communities, they're genuinely for communities. And what do I mean by that? They're talking to all of you and finding out, what do you want? What do you need? Why are you here? And so with that, let's find out why we're here. So with the raise of hands, and the folks downstairs watching, make some noise. I will hear you. If you're a student, raise your hand or make some noise. Either or. Wow. Okay, yeah. Wow, okay, good to know. If you are, and students will probably be in the same category as well, but if you're looking to transition your career or find your career, raise your hand, make some noise. Okay, now we know, we heard it earlier, there were, some were like, should I be excited about that? Yeah, yes, be excited about that because you're on the path to something new, to a new challenge. That's a good thing. It was mentioned earlier that there are some booths outside that are focused on recruitment. They're looking for great people. We have a room full of great people. Take advantage of that. Make those connections. Talk to folks. Now, I'm going to ask another question. And yeah, it may not be that interesting. How many people are here to learn about AI? Okay, I figured the entire room would raise their hands. We have a lot on that. We have absolutely a lot for the rest of the day talking about AI, talking about ML. Some nuances as well. It's like, okay, there is so much out there, so much terminology being used. What does it mean? And then, hey, if you want to do something, one of the biggest questions we get asked is, okay, I get it. AI is the next thing. And you all are fully recognizing the fact that most of you, actually all of you, have gone through the internet revolution, access to information, then the mobile revolution. Well, this is the biggest one yet, the AI revolution. And just to think of how fundamental, how pivotal those revolutions were, just think of how big this AI revolution will be. And so the question that I get asked is, what do I do with that knowledge? Knowing that this is the big thing, what do I do? How do I get into it? If I can make those pivots, how do I learn? How do I get my foot into the door? I'm assuring you all that, attending events like this is the first step. Not just because you're getting content. Take advantage of the fact that you're going to be able to learn a lot. And there's a lot to learn. You'll be able to learn a lot. You'll be exposed to a lot. Take advantage of the networking. If you look around, you are surrounded by people that are either like-minded or experts in this space. Know this space. Know where you can go, what you can do from a career perspective. That's really important. Take advantage of that. I urge you all to really take advantage of that. More questions. How many of you have built an app? Amazing. And how many people monetize that app? Okay, okay, great. It's important. Now, there are a lot of talks on web. People are kind of thinking of like, okay, web apps, and how do I build on the web apps as well? How do I build an app that can be or platform agnostic, kind of go on different platforms, maximize my potential? One of the things that's also interesting is if you build an app, there's a lot of things that are happening from a policy perspective that will drive which direction you build your app. Sometimes there's, well, we all know this, like the privacy rules and how you retain data. All those aspects, they're really important. It's really important for you to know, hey, what's going on in Washington? What's going on in Albany? What are the changes that are happening? What potential bills or regulations will impact how I build an app, how I sell an app, and what that means for the developer and what it means for the user. So there's a booth outside about make your voice heard. Make sure to drop by there, talk to them, engage in this, especially if you build an app. Even if you don't, but you want to know from a user perspective, how's my data, how's my privacy treated, learn from them. And then you can get access to actually get more information. It's really important. And sometimes, I get it, policy's not sexy. I get it. But it's really important. You want to know what's going on. Now, DevFest, we've been doing this for a very long time. This is our 12th year. When we kicked this off, DevFest, we had 77 events globally and about 13,000 developers reached. Just last year, we had over 300,000 developers reached. That's significant if you think about the community. The organizers, what they're doing is they're setting up these events to impact developers around the world. That's all of you. You're not just you as an individual. You're also not just you as part of this group of everyone in the room. You're actually part of a global network of developers who care to learn, who care to network, who want to do something about it. And so really, round of applause to yourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I was just kicking things off, and we have a lot of amazing speakers coming up. And so I'm just going to leave you all with this note. I said this, and I'm going to reiterate this again. Take advantage of the opportunity you have today. If you plan to just sit in the seat and kind of be in your bubble and just absorb information, great, that's good. But there's so much more you can do. Network, talk to people, engage with folks. You have a full day to do exactly that. For the students that are here, a lot of times there's like, I don't have anything to add to a conversation. You're absolutely wrong. Because you absolutely do have a lot to add to any conversation. Believe in that, do that, have those conversations, engage. If you're looking for a transition, you're trying to change the career that you're currently in, great. Your past experience, if you think it's irrelevant, you're also wrong. It is relevant because it is helping and it's defining who you are. Take advantage of that, connect with people, make sure to have those conversations that matter because you have no idea how any of those one-of conversations that you have today or just listening into a conversation happening or piping in to say, oh, actually, you know what, I have something to add to that. Most people have heard this, the concept of yes and. Add to a conversation. Please do that. Take advantage of that. That is where you will get the most out of this event. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to be exposed to a lot. But please, please, please make sure to connect. With that, thank you very much and have a great event.